Do you enjoy colony simulators in which you shoulder the task of ensuring prosperity for your subjects? Or are you more into story generators throwing you into the depths of the unknown without any safety nets to catch you when you fall? Perhaps you are already familiar with the iconic game that inspired generations of gamers and game developers alike, astonishing with its level of complexity, quirkiness of world generation, and capability to create unforgettable experiences. Today, I present to you the story of my first dwarf fortress that, with the help of Twitch chat, became a hideout for dwarves, elves, humans, and some goblins alike. I decided to conclude the journey after 40 hours of playtime, and I am going to share my honest feedback, impressions, and whether I regret purchasing the game. I have been hooked on this simulator ever since a fabulous video haunted my YouTube homepage for weeks. How a serial killer terrorized our dwarf fortress not only was an excellent source of entertainment, but it also introduced me to a powerful tool called DF Hack. It's essentially a useful app you can get on Steam, offering some fixes, quality of life improvements, and in some cases UI changes, and most notably automation tools. While vanilla Dwarf Fortress is still a fantastic game, otherwise it wouldn't have such a respected reputation. As a player who enjoys min-maxing and being efficient, I would never switch my first impression to that lacking the support of DF Hack, but it's just my preference. I saw one Dwarf Fortress tutorial that I watched weeks before getting the product, so my memory was rusty and I had a very vague idea of what I am doing or reading, and boy oh boy is there a lot to read in Dwarf Fortress. When you first start, you don't just get teleported to a randomly generated playground where you can begin building your fort. The game simulates a whole world with hostile and friendly civilizations busying themselves with their own prosperity, while you wait frozen in time, familiarizing yourself with the various world events that took place. Once the first map is created, you can then select any tile that catches your attention. At this stage, I had a very basic idea of what I was looking for and certainly had no knowledge of some things, such as aquifers. It sounded really innocent, but the warnings seemed rather menacing. Goblins hostile, elves are chill apparently. If I go somewhere else... No, it's all goblins. You know what? Let's go for it. It's gonna be fun, right? Afterwards, you create a squad of settlers and distribute skill points among them. The only thing I remembered from the tutorial is that it's nice to have 2 miners and masons with 50-50 skill distribution. I don't get it. Poor empathy, but altruistic and merciful? That makes no sense, right? This guy is conflicted, for sure. It is also when, for the first time, I was truly shocked by the quantity of professions and skills available in the game. Wait, so... Oh, crucial labor. Oh my goodness. I just noticed there... Oh my god. If that wasn't enough, you also have to select equipment for your journey. Once I got through these steps, I was kindly informed that the name bestowed upon my settlement was Mischiverden. I started digging into the mountainside, recalling some design elements I saw during Vaughn's stream, such as cage traps and trade depot, and with the help of Twitch chat, I placed down first stockpiles, workshops, and eventually some bedrooms. But also what I had in mind just now was to make their bedrooms prettier. Why is this? And in here as well! What? That looks so bad. Beauty is in the eyes of beholder, I suppose. With the manager appointed, we started queuing up some work orders, and soon I noticed that the population of the fort increased. We have more people? Oh my god, we do! We have 2 weaponsmiths, 2 blacksmiths. We were lucky to get our hands on a few skilled dwarves, and with the fort welcoming 4 dwarven children, Twitch chat taught me how to exclude them from hauling dead bodies to lower the risk of depression in the future. For a while, things seemed to be stable until we hit our first major obstacle that will become a reoccurring problem in this fort. So to the experienced players watching, please let me know how I could prevent bodies getting left out to rot on the floor instead of getting hauled to the designated zones. My theory is that my fort struggled with workload, and each time such tasks had to be performed, they were not prioritized, even when I desperately tried to make dwarves focus on them, which resulted in many of the citizens getting traumatized by the gory aftermaths of sparring with Kia humanoids. Fucking birds killed them. Oh my god. She's coming! Let's see. I'm pressing play. Oh my god, they just grouped up on them. No, my rooster and my hen. My teamkins. With the surge of workforce, we received a petition to establish a guild hall for farmers. It appeared that my society enjoyed tending to the farmlands, as later on in the footage we were asked to pair it up with a planter guild. I started learning about the value of the rooms to make sure the guild hall meets the demanded requirements, and it was also when my chat exposed me for neglecting my work orders. Is there 1,000 iron thrones? I don't have that many. Oh my god. Why? Why do I have this many? I'm so dumb. Why did I mark check daily? Oh no. Oh no. Easy kill? Are you sure? High stamina? Depression prone. Ooh, all of it is novice. Yeah, you are getting cooked. Please don't kill my children. Please not my children. Oh! Encounter, encounter, encounter. Oh my god, don't die. Don't die, please don't die. Oh my god, that's so intense. Kill him! Oh my god, kill him. He's cooked? Yes! The kids were fighting. Yeah, I saw that. 3 years after the arrival in the foreign lands, odd things started happening. Who is this? Oh, that's our doctor. Can you feed the child? What just happened? What? Surely you guys saw it, right? It turns out that the dwarven child actually passed away and someone snatched his body before any notification had been created. It was really odd considering how long it usually takes to clean up anything in this fort. Another rampant issue was the production of any cloth. Many of my possessed dwarves emotionally detonated after being stuck in an endless loop of being unable to locate a desired item. Shout out to Dwarf Hack, by the way, as without it I may have not been able to pinpoint the source of the problem. I tried to soothe the situation by purchasing cloth and silk from traders, but at times the missing wares were unavailable. Other items I enjoyed purchasing were instruments, and they definitely helped establish a high popularity of our second tavern, where suspiciously freaky stuff kept happening. Why are half of them naked? You are naked as well. Why? What? That is so weird. Okay. It must have been a very specific type of bread, right? Because like sourdough doesn't require yeast. Sourdough is from the yeast in the air. Yeast can become problematic depending on where it gets. I hope you never get a yeast infection. It's the opposite of fun. Hygiene is key. I had it like once in my life. It's not problematic though. You know which yeast infection I'm talking about? Like I'm talking about the vagina one. After hours of wacky Twitch conversations and proud announcements of successful delivery from the local fauna, we were forced to face our first ever siege. Do you guys know, does anyone here know how to use the blueprint tool in DF Hack? Because I know it 100%. Oh, I'm cooked. Siege. I'm so done. GG. At this point, I was practically convinced that this was my end, but surprisingly, spoiler alert, none of the sieges in the future were enough to take my dwarves down. That is crazy, the bloodshed that's about to unfold. Who are you? Bard? Dude, hide! What are you doing? Dude, don't go out! Oh my god, they are coming. And that's not even the siege. Let's see the siege, guys. There's one guy, Goblin Bowman. Oh my god, they are rushing towards the fort. I'm a bit stressed. Fall into my traps. Dude, you're crazy! No! Where are you going? Why there? What's up there? Who's up there? Where are you running? Oh, he's here! What are you doing? What is this? Oh my god. Dude is just going for it. I'm thinking, cause this guy is super stubborn, right? Let's just send reinforcements his way. What do you think? What do you say? Protect the base. You are the only one that should go back. Don't die on me. No! He just did! The siege is over. And we actually got one! Let's go! The quantity of available drinks began dropping drastically, and it wasn't until later that I discovered I haven't suspended the barrow. After a brief complaining session about the game's UI, I released the floodgates and finally permitted my dwarves to do what they love most. Farming. Oh yeah, and now everyone is gonna come here. Like, check this out, guys. The flood of dwarfs you're going to witness. Oh my goodness, the babies as well. Everyone is here. The whole fort just came. Even a fucking dog came rushing to the field. Holy shit. I'm so entertained by that. Our joy didn't last long, however, as we would get a siege once a year or once per 3 seasons. Even though my defense force was insignificant, it turned out that my hospitality and tendency to accept majority of the requests from tavern visitors actually provided me with fantastic bodyguards. Remember the name Anur, Lady Consort, one of the 2 goats of this story. No, why now? Who's this? Lady Consort, I saw you around here like many times by now. We got one. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Where are the goblins? One invader? He's running. He's running. I'm not sure where. Out! Oh my god, another siege survived. No. This is the 4th one today. What is going on? They hate me. You guys were right, maybe they did settle next to me. Michty Verden, your location. We have elves, and elves. No, just elves are surrounding us. It's very nice. Where do these goblins come from? Even though sieges failed repeatedly, the tensions within the fort kept rising, and eventually we started seeing regular distractions of the workshops. I started discussing strategies for mood improvement, and chat recommended placing down some of the unclaimed furniture artifacts for the dwarves to admire. Yeah? Okay. Where and who? Right after this incident, my attention was drawn to a dwarf Logam. Weaponsmith Logan toppled my stuff, by the way. I need to investigate them. Unmet need martial training. Can I make you happier when I do that? And with that decision, the machine of fate sparked into motion. Whoa, okay, that's quite a bit. Cooked? Question mark? But last time, you know what? Let's see. It's been 5 years already. In a martial trance, you are right. Okay, one dude from the tavern came in. Human Axeman. He's currently socializing. I think that's not right. Pale, seriously injured. Oh, he's about to die. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, they're running away. They're not very brave, I must say. Around this time, I also began planning the construction of 2 underground wells and wondered how I could make training a caged wolf possible. Maybe if you release it, someone will take it as a pet? Okay, I will unchain the poor baby. Inside the tavern, let's go! What you doing? Yeah, okay, she likes the tavern as well. Stray black bear. I have a bear? Wait, it's tame! Can I release it then? I should, right? I should release it. A child is leading a bear. Oh my god. Adopt. Yes. And also a release. In the following months, I tried to focus on building a well, but annual sieges kept derailing my focus. 15 invaders. I don't get it. 9? What are you guys scared of? You never raid me properly. What you doing? Drink. From the river? Oh, that looks bad. And like on me as the, you know, architect of this place. I need to finish that. 18! Guys! Hide! Run! Oh no, one is dead. No job, dude, you are meant to hide. Run, 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 run. No. Someone fell in the... Unbelievable. Hello? Can you dig yourself out? No. It's futile. I think for your first effort, you are doing great. Thank you. But there are still some things that I wish I, you know... If I were to restart now, and I kind of want them to end me completely, in a sense, like, I'm a little bit of a psycho, but in a sense I want that. Who's this? Oh my god, it's Lady Consort again! She's always protecting me! That's so nice of you. Where are the goblins? Wait, the Lady Consort scared them away. Lady! Oh my god! She saved the fort! Seriously injured. Oh no. Oh no. You can't die. You can't die on me. Yes, Lady Consort is here, I think. I saw. Yes, lay in the bed. Yes, you need it. Oh my god, please save her. She's content after being able to rest and recuperate. Yeah, but seriously injured still. I'm so anxious. Yes! Yes, healthy! Oh my god, let's go! Let's go, I'm so happy! Eventually, our woodland friends demanded a reduction of wood cutting to just 5 trees a year. In the meantime, I kept trying to understand how water works in this game and kept getting more puzzled, but I asked the chat to minimize the backseating so I can have some mental gymnastics myself. As you can guess, my first design failed, and by that I mean it still provided murky water, so a viewer posted his water source design in my Discord. Join the Discord, by the way. Dude, what am I looking at? That is borderline a crime, in my opinion. What is this? That's a stockpile? That is insane. So here's your well. That is crazy. Is it at least like efficient? There is a staircase. What is happening here? I didn't even know you can make such shapes of stockpiles. This is diabolical. And also look at this dude. Do you see the drink on top? And meat? How? I'm sorry, I take back everything I said about your weird ass stockpile. Also the dormitory in here is crazy. Wow, that is really, I aspire to be on that level. On the next day, I played a bit off stream and made adjustments to the design of the wells. If you remember how somewhere in the middle of this video I was wondering whether martial training will better Logam's mood, the answer is no, but we did end up with a legendary warrior. Uh-oh. 32, okay, that's like a proper siege now. Oh my god, you were supposed to... Oh, you are so done. You are supposed to avoid the bloodshed. And you are attacking my citizen? Let's see the legendary hammer dwarf in action. Let's see. Okay, they are coming. Let's see. What's gonna happen? No, he fell down. Unbelievable. Will you crawl out? Both of them fell down. And no way. Climb out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, nice. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's cooking them. Wait, fell again? Is that like some kind of a dodging strategy? No, please don't die. Okay. Oh my god, this guy. No way. Okay. Oh, they are pushing him, I think. But he's not injured in the least. Oh my... Oh my... Climb out, please. You can. I know you can. You can, exactly. I knew it. Oh my... Oh my... Whoa! He's... Oh my god! I don't know what to say. I'm so shocked. I will name him Goliath. Oh my goodness. What did we just witness? Right after this incredible battle, Goliath withdrew to the hospital, where he fell into a long coma, totally not prolonged by my lack of supply of cloth or any dressings and stitches. It was exactly then when a Cyclops decided to pay us a visit. It turned out that the only source of real danger in this fortress were constantly tense moods and insufficient supplies of alcohol. Later on in this run, I also watched a tutorial on water reactor and set up my first mist generator, then began experimenting with waterfalls. At this stage, it appeared that nothing was able to fix the moods of some citizens. Once Goliath was up and running, he began causing fights, killing a few of my citizens. I then attempted to fill the position of a dungeon master and a hammerer. I even promoted him to a champion, but I must say I've grown attached to Goliath and didn't want to exile or execute him. This concludes the eventful story of my first fort. As promised at the start of the video, I will share my thoughts about the game. After putting 40 hours into the title, I can say with confidence that I do not regret purchasing the game. However, since Dwarf Fortress rarely goes on sale, you need to consider a few crucial aspects of this product. I think most of the game's flaws come from weird, confusing, or straight up misleading UI. The three examples that kept causing me issues were the burrow system and especially figuring out whether it's suspended or not, then also the beehives and their misleading options, and finally, something I struggle with all the time, is remembering which type of deconstruction or destruction option is used for which block. For instance, a wall will be destroyed differently than a piece of furniture, but the plans for mining or digging errands will require an eraser tool. On top of that, there are some technical issues. Expect your game crashing, expect FPS drops in which the whole game freezes when too many things are happening at once. Also, the game is not updated as frequently as some other titles, but it is still being worked on, and currently the community awaits a Siege update. All of these things aside, I do not regret spending money on the game, and judging by its near infinite potential for quirky dwarven story generation, it is almost a guarantee to be a source of fun. I did have a peek at some opinions about Dwarf Fortress, and I saw some saying that it can get boring. I didn't find it boring, but I do admit that some things take time. For instance, the story that you just watched took 40 hours to conclude. But there were some things I didn't mention. For instance, our fort's cat had been killed and its killer expelled. Lady Consort fell to a dwarven child, and one dwarf toppled an altar to Usen, which gained him a vampirism curse. I had so much fun streaming and making this video. If you would like to hop on and say hi, please take a look at the links in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.